More than 150 people have been arrested in central Moscow after anti-corruption protests gate-crashed national holiday celebrations. Russian opposition figure Alexei Navalny has also been detained after calling for a rally to be moved from its authorised venue.
Russian opposition leader Alexei Navalny is calling for nationwide anti-government protests this Monday to coincide with Russia Day. He's mobilising his hundreds of thousands of supporters.
The ensuing arrests have largely finished. The festivities, around the city, they're continuing. There are more than 200 various venues that were set up, cultural shows, entertainment, music shows to celebrate the National Day. But the opposition had other plans. They had a protest site. They had one that was pre-agreed with authorities. Their leader, one of their leaders, Alexei Navalny, decided last night at about midnight, with just hours to go, that he was moving it. He called on his supporters on the opposition to attend and to stage a protest here on Tverskaya Street instead. In Russia as a whole, these protests have largely failed to make much of an impact. And there was plenty of agenda, though, and plenty of bias pushed by various sides. You had, for example, some Western pundits pointing out the barricades, the exposition showing tank barricades from the Second World War, and saying that these were being used to hold back protesters, that they were being used to prevent them from moving from one area into another, which is an obvious lie. A 2-year-old child could have comfortably navigated through there.
The fact is that Russia is a democracy. There are opposition movements. People do criticise and march against the government. There are anti-government protests, and people are upset about things the government does.
If you decide in Paris or in any other European capital that you're going to, as an oppositionist, you're going to run a demonstration in somewhere where you don't have permission to run it, you will be met with the full force of the law, and such an event would never be reported on as evidence of a dictatorship in that particular country. But these events are never picked up and spun into a narrative of an authoritarian state repressing free opinion.